Here we are, walkie-talkies in the fairy village. Woods, yes. I forgot the woods bit. Here we go. Aye, all fun and games. Indeed. Our pups are doing well, so that's good. Good to see. Still one boy left, so there's a number of people wanting one boy, which is not going to work. Sorry, only one. I'm not going to suggest what God suggested, that if you really want this boy, if this boy is really yours, we'll cut him in half and you can have half each. Nope, I would not suggest that. Sorry, folks. Not that I wouldn't trust the answers necessarily. I don't think anyone would actually agree to that. So that's good, but I wouldn't offer it. No. First come, first serve. Simple as that. Alright. So yes, well, one of the people that wanted the male said that her husband would only want a male, not a female. So I said, well, you really have sort of limited your chances of getting a pup, haven't you, really? Because of the fact that that's my car there. I wonder if that was someone else coming. No. That's fine. Get to move on. Get to move on. Come on. Shift your skinny little butts. Come here. Wait for Dad. No jumping, Lucy. No jumping. No. No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, you nutter. Trying to jump up. Pack it up. Pack it up. I knew it was going to be sloshy here today. We had lots of rain last night. Yeah, I did a walk and talk last night. Didn't upload the video. There wasn't really anything worth putting on. That is often the case, That's why, walk and talk isn't just about, put any subject that comes into your head on. Amber. Come, Bubs. On you get. Stop foraging. You're not a squirrel, even though you've got the same colours as a squirrel, but you're not a squirrel. They're going to have mucky paws, that's a certainty. They're going to have mucky paws. Got carpet in the back of the car though, so that's quite useful. Alright. That is a good idea actually. Cut a bit of carpet the same length as the boot area, put that down, there you go. That's what gets mucky, not the car. I mean, there will still be some dog hair in the boot of the car, but compared to normal, nowhere near. Good idea, good way of dealing with it. Any mucky paws, I say the carpet deals with it. Once the carpet gets to a point it needs to be replaced, rip it out, put a new carpet in. Got loads of bits of carpet. So that's cool. Just put another bit of carpet in. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. I was talking to a Christian friend that I'm not seeing for, got to be at least 7 years. He's quite an older person now. I mean, he's got to be in his 80s. Got to be. If not 90s. Not sure. Talked to him about the fact that his generation, when he was younger, his generation looked at older people as, well, you're now basically waiting for death. Yeah, your job is done within society now. You retire, you sit at home, you're just waiting to die, basically. That's what it is. You're not counted really even as a member of society now. There you go, job done. And so I said, the problem is, you now live in a different time. When you get older, you're not necessarily old. I said, you're not. And I said, you're younger than Abraham was when God restored Abraham. So there's no reason why God can't restore you. I said, the problem is, you've got that in your head. When you were younger, you've got this battle going on between the spiritual and the human. The human's telling you, you're gone. You're basically just waiting for death now. Whereas the spiritual is telling you, you've still got so much more to do. Yeah? So you've got to keep going. Well, you've got to keep going until God says, right, time's up. There you go, you're coming home. But as I said, God told me years ago. I think again it was quoted. I think it was probably could be Kenneth Copeland comment. Well, it could be Godwin, not sure. It's one or the other. That God doesn't need to use the devil's devices to get his children home. It may not have been them. It may have just been what God gave to me. I'm not sure. What's going on? Come here. Come here now. Come here. No idea what's going on there. Woman's standing still. Come here. Right there. Is that kids or is that a dog there? Come here. Here now. Come here. No, I think it's people with kids. Let's give them a few minutes to see if they move on. Trying to see if they've got a dog as well. They've got screamers. They're walking that way, so give them a few seconds to see if they move on a bit. No hurry, is there? No. Look, Mollie being a good girl. Mollie was just sitting down waiting, wasn't you? Eh? Chewie down. Good girl, Mollie. Where are you going? Whenever I come to say hello to you, you move. Aye. There's a good baby, isn't you? You a good girl, Mollie. Mollie, good girl. Yes, yes, yes. Lucy, shut up. Making too much noise, Bubba. Lucy, stop shouting. Well, barking is like us shouting, isn't it? That's why I say stop shouting. They know what it means. But they know what I mean. So, right. Yeah, as I said, I think that quote could have been one that God gave to me, because I know that years ago God would speak to me about the fact that, sickness and all this is what the devil does. The devil tries to put that upon us, and things like cancer and stuff like that. Trying to bring us down, trying to turn us away from God. Really. That's all part of the devil's devices to, certainly stop us from being functional towards the end of our lives. And it's like, God just said, I don't need that. I don't need to use what the devil wants to do, or the things he wants to put on you, to get you home. I can just get you home. So, yeah. Well, that's right. You don't need to use that, do you? Come here, Amber. Here, now. Come here. This way I can get a better view of what's ahead. And there's people, but whether there's people and a dog, or there's people and a child, people with pushchair. Okay, that's cool. That's better. Easier to deal with. Don't need to worry so much about it. Well, there's no doggy, so yeah. All fun and games. Indeed. So yeah. Oh, for fun and games. Right. Well, I was talking to him also about this corona and about how it's just getting annoying, corona now. And the way the government's dealing with it, the way the church isn't, helping. The government's with any wisdom. There doesn't seem to be any wisdom in the government's decision making. So the church doesn't seem to be an option for the government to actually consult with. There's nobody really stepping up in the church and saying, no, we shouldn't be doing things that way, and we're not going to. Because that's the thing. To a certain degree, someone from the church, like I said about the fact in one of these walks a few days ago, I said, the first sort of people that stand up and let their light shine in the darkness is going to be attacked. After that, the attacks will die down, because once people realise you're going to shine your light no matter what, you're not going to back down. They will have to back down. And it's the same with the government. The government will have to listen. If you as Christians are standing up and doing what God wants you to do, if you are meeting in church, if you are going and praying for people, if you're doing all these things, Chewie, come here, mate. Come here, Bubba. If you're doing all of that as God leads you, if God is leading you, only if God is leading you. If you are doing this because you want to be the example, but God isn't asking you to, then you're gonna fall flat on your face. That's the reality. You are. But the world needs wisdom. We're in this situation where they're talking about more little lockdowns, and it's not going to work. It isn't going to work because you're locked down, and as soon as you open again, bang, cases increase. Come here, wait. Come here, Babs, now. You two ahead. Wait, Amber. Wait there. You should know, around this area, you stay with Dad. Wait. Around this area, you stay with Dad. I can't see very far, okay? Beyond it. There's nothing to do with glasses. It's the way... Look, there's too much woods in the way. We need to get a good view of what's ahead. Right there. There's good babies. Go down there if you want. Yep. Amber, stop foraging. Good girl. Well done, Riley. Right. Riley, wait. Wait there, Bubs. Lucy has to go through the puddle, doesn't she? And everyone else avoids the puddle, but Lucy goes through it. Yeah, indeed. We're waiting for Mollie again, are we? Mollie Collie. Come on, Mollie Collie. Good bubba. Love you. We're waiting for Mollie Collie. Amber, head up. Head up. No more foraging. Be a good bubba. But yeah, churches have to stand up, and as God is leading. But only ever as God is leading. If God isn't leading you, please don't do that. You're just going to fall. You're going to fall flat on your face. There's no point doing that at all. But if God is leading you, if God is telling you to do that, do it. You have to do it. If you don't, then God's going to allow you to fall flat on your face anyway, in a far worse way. In a far worse way. If God tells you to do something, you don't do it, then God's going to send a lesson for you. And that lesson will be probably harder than if you would have gone ahead in a step of faith, but not being led by God, and fallen flat on your face. So be aware. Just be aware of how God is leading you. But if God is leading you to go against what the government is saying, go against what the government is saying. You see, it's all very well to say, yeah, as the Bible does, that God appointed leaders, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you have to obey them. If what they're telling you to do is bad and harmful for people and against wisdom. Chewie here, now. Come here. Then don't do it. It's like there, Chewie wanted to run off. He saw something or someone. He wanted to go. I called him. It was his will versus mine. He come back. For now. Yeah. For now. I won that little one. It doesn't mean I win them all. Come here. Oi. Oi. Chewie. Come here. Amber. Here. Now. One sec. It was those people in the head with the pushchair. They're taking a long time. Look, the reason why I say they're taking a long time is because the evidence has been all the while along. I walk quite slowly when I'm doing the walk and talk, right? I don't walk anywhere near as fast as I would normally walk when I'm doing the walk and talk. That's the reality. So if I'm walking slowly, how slowly are they walking? Again, they're bringing a pushchair through here. Not exactly the ideal terrain. But there you go. Good luck to them. All right, God bless. Oh dear. It's like the video I did about motorbikes and road bikes. I pushchair through this environment. Not exactly what pushchairs are designed for. You don't get many off-road pushchairs. Although, isn't that a wonderful thing actually? Pushchairs now, compared to how they used to be. You go back 40 years ago, look at how the pushchairs were then. Yeah, to when I was little 50 years ago. Jesus, the change is immense. You know, it is like the difference between Formula One cars of 50 years ago and Formula One cars now. You know, the stark difference in technology and everything is incredible. Even the wheels. Yeah, the wheels for the ones we had, oh, they've stopped. What are you stopping for? That's not helpful at all. Now you're stopping. You're going into the woods. Okay. Oh. If they're going to stop there, I might just walk past. Because we could be waiting here for a long time. Oh, they're going now. As soon as I say, right, okay, we'll go, they start going. They're playing tug anyway. Okay. There's that Amber. There's that Amber. Is that little Amber? Yeah, that's it, Amber. Oh, Amber was a sod last night. Oh. I got busy. She was outside, so I let her in. But I got busy talking to someone outside. And while I was doing that, showing them the pups, I think, she went in. There was a bread bag there with about half a loaf of bread. She ate the whole lot. She pulled the bag off the counter and decided to eat it. It's like, Amber. Well, yeah. One thing it would have done, it would have sorted her poo out. Yeah, if her poo was a bit liquidy, that would have sorted it out. That would have dried it up quite well. Yeah, there's a whole half loaf of bread gone. So it's like, great, Amber. There you go. Can't leave anything on the side. Oh, we've had that. We've had them pull, biscuits out from. I've got a cupboard next to my seat, a little cubby area where I put the biscuits and stuff like that. And yeah, we've had that where they go in and take the biscuits. Although they get told off for that, so they don't take the biscuits anymore. No, they don't take the biscuits anymore. But I've got to be careful. I can't leave an open packet of biscuits here and walk out the room because they will probably take them. Well, certainly Amber and Riley probably would. The older ones wouldn't now. They've learned. They've learned to wait. And if they're good, I give them a biscuit. So if they leave, they get a biscuit because they're left. The younger ones, even though they're old enough now, they still are led by their bellies. Amber, come here. Amber, come. Person trying to see if they've got dog. Don't think they've got dog. Riley, Chewie. No. Riley, no. No jumping. There you go. Not that Chewie, it's too big. That is far too big. Look at that. Far too big. Oh. That's it, Yeah. What was I saying? Don't know. I have no idea. That's the thing with these walks. As soon as you come across someone, you just completely forget what you were saying before. Yeah, even what I was saying yesterday, I don't think yeah. No, I did a video, not last night, the night before, that I did put on, of the midnight walk when I was talking about Wigglesworth. I talked about the fact that Wigglesworth basically understood that he needed to get the world basically out of his life. If he wanted to serve God, he had to get all of that rubbish out of his life. And very, very true. And that's the way we should be doing things. And, you're still in the world, but you're not supposed to be of it. So, you're still in the world, you're still going to be subject to the world. You're still going to be subject to the stupidity of the world. I was saying to this friend that I was speaking on the phone to that, I had something happen years ago that God only recently opened up to me and helped me to understand it. That when God took his presence away from me, that he was showing me what people are in, the darkness people are in, who aren't saved. The darkness I was in before I was saved. The darkness that everyone else is in, that isn't saved. I said, and when you see that, when you actually see that horrendous darkness, you wonder if people could just see that. If people could just see that, they would get on their hands and knees and pray. Everybody would. Everybody would, because that's the point, we can't see it. When we're unsaved, we can't see it. Then when we get saved, we still never really see the true darkness that we were living in. And if we did, as Christians, we would praise God a lot more than what we do. Oh, yeah. If you could see the darkness that you were in before you were saved, and I mean, it is pure darkness. It is scary darkness. I mean, you're alone. Even when you're with someone, you're alone. Spiritually, you're alone. And you know it. And it's quite frightening. Aye. When you see that, when there's no light there, yeah, that's bad. That is bad. So, yeah. But that's it. Yeah, we don't see it. Well, it's like I was told of something years ago that's similar to that. God showed me that. God showed someone else something that I can't confirm. I never saw it. I never even spoke to the person who saw it. I was just told of it months later. Where there was this chap who had asked God to show him what's really going on. And God opened his eyes. Come here. Now, you're too far ahead. Come on, right in here. If I can't see around the bend, that's not going to work. Come here. Come on. Come here, Lucy. We've got a dog. Okay. Jesus. That dog is just running towards us. That's not good. Let's go up here a bit. Will you get your dog? Get your dog. Daisy person. Right, let's go. We can't go there because there's a path there, but they're in the way of that path. Let's find a path. Find the path. There's a path there. That'll do. There's a path there. We go up there. Oh, there's a path down here as well. Right, we go down here. Come down here for now. This way. This way. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. This way. Come here. Come here. Right, stay there. Stay there. Amber, stay. Stay there. Sit. Sit and stay. Right, stay. Stay there. Stay there. Right, while we're here, the person asked God to open his eyes. And then, at least for a short while, whenever he saw someone, he could see a demon on them. On their back. At least one demon, if not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Depending upon the person that he was looking at. Chewie, come here now. Chewie, get here now. Depending upon the person he was looking at. He could see maybe 1 demon, 2 demons, 3 demons, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some people were completely surrounded by them. And of course, he was like, well, what's going on here? But then he understood that even Christians, I talked about the thing where, people come into Christianity with all this baggage, all these habits and all these things like depression. Depression is spiritual, it's demonic. So people come into Christianity with this. Depression is an oppressive spirit, not a possessive spirit. Possessive spirits are the ones where the person isn't in control of their actions. So anyone with schizophrenia, that sort of thing, that's a possessive demon. But oppressive is covers so much. Addictions is an oppressive demon. But so this person saw demons on everyone. In church, out of church, didn't matter. He saw demons on all these people. And so, yeah. And there are other people who have seen other things. Who've been able to see angels around people. Yeah. There's a lot going on that we just don't see. A lot going on that we just don't see. There's a lot going on that humanity is completely unaware of. That's going on around them. Spiritual. Is it raining? What's that noise? It's not rain. I don't think it's rain. Come here. Oi. Here now. Come on, this way. Oi. Get here. Come on. They went over there, one sec. Go on you get. Anyhow, yeah. Sorry, I had to stop again. There are the people with the pushchair. And the kids, so, yeah. What was I saying? God knows. Stopped again. Yeah, so we saw a squirrel over there, yes, in that woods. Yeah, people see and all these things going on. Yeah. As I say, if the people that aren't saved could see what was really going on in the spiritual realm, they'd be flat on their face before God, begging God to come into their life and to save them. But that's why they can't see it. That's why they can't see it. It's got to be a choice. Has to be a choice. People have to choose to give their lives to God based on faith, not based on fear. Because if you did see, then your decision would be based on fear. Yeah, you're running away from this great evil. I mean, like people say, Christianity is a crutch, and those people that are Christians are weak. No. That's the point. It's not a crutch, because it would be a crutch. If people are making decisions based on fear, it would be a crutch. Yeah. And if you're talking about the old sense of crutch, then yeah, it may be that. Because crutch in the olden term would be like a walking stick. You know? Something that you'd lean on that would help you through the journey. Yeah. So it would be that as well. Yeah. But it doesn't mean weakness. You know, somebody deciding to change their life and go from the world, which, as I say, when you're unsaved, you don't know the darkness you're in. So it's not as if you know the darkness you're in, so therefore you choose light instead of darkness. You don't know you're in darkness. You don't know you're choosing light. You know you're choosing a different path. But anyone who chooses to take a different path and try that different path and try to do things that way, that's strength, that's not weakness. Now, I mean, I've said so many times that the church is for the churchy people, so I'm not necessarily talking about them. No. Although, yeah, they made a decision at some point, and they may have made the right decision, but not been able to carry it through. Yeah, maybe they weren't being led or taught, and that's the reason why. So, there's a little squirrel ahead. Running. Hey, cool. Don't know if you caught that. I think you would have caught a little red glimpse running across the road, the path here, from left to right. But I'm going to have to check that out to see if I can see that later. Might be able to see it. It was just quite a way ahead of the dogs. So, hi. No, as I say, you don't see that you're in darkness, so you don't see that you need light. And how that's going to be done, I don't know. I mean, we are certainly, at some point in time, going to be in the last days. When? I don't know. But, I mean, I certainly think that if the prophecy that we had recently is going to come true, then that may be the thing that leads us into the last days. Because if God sorts the church out, the church has to be sorted out before we go into the last days. Has to be. Otherwise, it cannot survive. As in, otherwise, people in the church will not be saved if they're going to hell. Yeah, they can't be in a situation where they're going to be not taking the 666 if God isn't working through the church. If God hasn't sorted the church out. They're not going to survive that. Simple as that, really. They can't survive it. It's not survivable. So there you go. It's what it is. You know. Come on, in you come, Chewie. Chewie, in you get. Go on. Look at you making my car dirty. Dirty dogs. In you go. Now, Chewie, in. I can't close the door with your tail anyway. So, yeah, that's why there is a lot of hope in that prophecy to happen. Yeah, because, well, although, yeah, if the church doesn't get sorted out, it probably means we're not in the last days yet, or we're not going to be, which is a good thing. So, yeah, so the church is going to have to be sorted out before we get into that stage. So, time will tell. Right, you take care. God bless. I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.